Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, where you're coming from. Thank you for being here today and welcome to our webinar, The Ripple Effect. So my question is, what if one simple decision could create a ripple effect in your health, your income, and your future? My name is Josie Tong. I live in Sydney, Australia, originally from the Philippines. So I've been in this industry for 17 years and 7 years with Life Vantage. And I'm so honored to be able to share with you amongst a couple of our co-presenters our webinar tonight. So what we will cover today will be our Life Vantage story. But before we begin, let me quickly share really, what is it that you are going to learn today, which is the story of Life Vantage, how the company began, and why it has captured the attention of people around the world. It's been around now for like 23 years. Second, Phil will talk about, it's Sonja who will talk about our breakthroughs in health activation. I'm so excited to hear that presentation. And third, we will have Phil who will share with us how people earn income by sharing these products. And fourth, we'll look at how some important trends and why timing matters, because success is often about being in the right place at the right time. Would you agree? And finally, we'll show you how to get positioned if you decide that this is something that you want to explore further. So, guys, let's sit back and relax, because at the end of this presentation, you'll have a clear understanding of why so many people around the world are so excited about what's happening in Life Vantage. And we have just appointed our new CEO. So I know that globally people are very, very excited about that. And so we just wanted to let you know that your the results from the products, the results from the business is all individual. Okay. So there's no guarantee with the income, and with the products, we're not intending to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease. But I want to touch base with this before I bring on Sonja and Phil about the retail shift. You probably have noticed it. It's a powerful trend we're seeing right around. Would you agree? That for decades now, people bought primarily from physical stores. I still remember going to Grace Brothers, Meyer, now Davy Jones, and all of that. But today, retail is rapidly moving into the digital world. It's so easy now to just, use your phone and order anytime, anywhere. Think about how we shop now. Our groceries, clothing, travel, even health products. Many of us order them directly from our phones, and the numbers reflect the shift. Worldwide, listen to this, online shopping is projected to grow by nearly 60% over the next 4 years, reaching approximately 8 trillion in just 3 years. That's a massive transformation in how commerce works. What's exciting about this is that companies like Life Vantage are positioned right in the middle of this trend, combining science-based products with social commerce. And we will be having our portals, our platform in Shopify very, very soon. So we're so excited about that. So what do we really do? You might be thinking, and for those who are guests, what do we really do? Well, we share from anything, anywhere, using social media and technology. Today, you don't really need a storefront or an office. Some people work from their kitchen. I'm working from my dining room at the moment. And so many people are building businesses from their phones. But this business is not really about selling products. And you'll hear about that from Sonja. It's about creating real connections and community. We share information, our experiences, and stories with people. And so if you're coming on Monday night, you're going to hear some stories of people that have been taking the products. So as people learn about the science and results that others are experiencing, we naturally attract customers and affiliate partners who want to be part of what we're doing. So what makes Life Vantage unique is that we pair powerful science with great products and strong support. So people are not really doing this alone. There's education, mentorship, webinars like this, and community helping others succeed. So along the way, people experience personal growth. And I think that is one of the best benefits I've had in this industry is personal growth. I've built my confidence, developed leadership skills, and have the opportunity to earn income while living a healthier lifestyle. And for many of us, it becomes something even bigger than a business. So let's talk about the company. We've been around now for 23 years, publicly traded on the NASDAQ. You can go to the Investor Relations report and you can see our P&L. We're in 20 markets and worldwide, and we're growing. We're going to be opening in Portugal soon. And what is stunning about this is 70% of total revenues are the repeat orders. People that consume these products, they want to order on a monthly basis. 70% of our total revenues comes from that. So you are in good hands with our company. So now to talk about our products, we have our health practitioner professional right from New Zealand. We have Sonja here, a super duper mom. Let's see. Super duper newlywed. Over to you, Sonja.
Cute. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. For the new people, great to have some new faces, and for everyone else that I met at conference, lovely to see you all again. I am going to share with you three of our what would you call gold standard products, even though all of our products are up there. And I'm going to share this with you as an analogy, because when I was thinking about this today, I thought we can get really caught up in the science and the jargon of this, but I thought, I was lying in bed about 2 days ago and I went, how can we get this across in a way that really lands for people? And what I'm about to share, many of you have heard it shared this way before, but maybe not as succinctly as I've tried to do today. So I've been writing heaps of notes because I want to make this a really engaging presentation for you. I want you to imagine you've walked into a supplement store like Chemist Warehouse and you saw an ad on television, or you heard that maybe a company has paid big bucks to tell you that vitamin C is what you need in winter, or perhaps you needed some vitamin D because you're not getting the sun. And you go into the supplement store and you purchase these products, or you go to a naturopath and you get put on a screed of supplements because you're told that you're deficient in this and you're deficient in this, and this is not, this is what you need. Now, that's the old way of supplementing our health. And the word itself says everything: supplementation. We are supplementing, but we're not actually getting to the root cause of the challenge. Now, what our company offers is products that help you get to the root cause. So the old way was, I take a supplement, yet my body, I want you to think of your body like a house, and this house that you are residing in, which is your body, has had a slow burning fire over a number of years, and you're trying to put that fire out with buckets of water, which is supplements. Now, you can have a small impact. You may feel a little bit of relief. However, if you're not dealing with these burning fires in your body, which we call oxidative stress, then you're missing a huge opportunity to switch off the very thing that leads to over 250 diseases. So the old way was, take a supplement, try to put the fire out with a bucket. That's the mentality here. Now, what our company offers with its flagship product is, I've got this fire in my body and it's burning and it's burning, and it wouldn't matter what I throw in it. Nothing's going to work until I put that fire out. Now, our flagship product, NRF2 Pro Tandem, is the full fire brigade. It comes in and it looks at your cells, which are full of this thing called oxidative stress. Now, oxidative stress is simply the impacts of aging due to chemical stress, physical stress, and emotional stress. So your cells start to wither and die like an oxidated apple. They start to lose their vitality. And now we need to go, how can I switch them back on again? But the first thing I need to do is put the fire out completely. Now, once you've put that fire out completely using our NRF2, you're starting to use that same product to build the foundations of a brand new or thriving environment. And that is your body. We want your body to thrive and be healthy and vibrant. So the first product, NRF2, which I've got here, is your base product. You take that, you put the fire out, you're good to go. Now, subsequently, once the fire is put out, this is the fire brigade, you're going to then use this to be your foundations for a new house. This is what's going to level out the foundation, because without that, those supplements that you're taking are not working as effectively. Those supplements can't enter the cell and do what they're meant to do while there's this oxidative stress occurring. So you take this and there's your foundation, right? Number one, and we all know that anyone who's involved in this business will always say this is your first port of call. Working on many, many levels, natural product, no fillers, no nasty ingredients, 5 herbs that do the amazing thing of working synergistically to get that fire out and build the foundation. Now, once that foundation is in place, now you can start, and you can do this concurrently with other products, but we're now going to look at, right, how do I rebuild? How do I strengthen and promote new cell growth? Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this product today, but this is the product NRF1. So NRF2 is a system. I haven't added, this is the first time I've done the presentation this way. This is already in your body. This product is talking to a pathway in your body called the NRF2, NRF2. It's already there. It already exists. It already used to work very well in your teens and 20s and 30s. And it just needs to be reminded how to turn back on again. That's what this is. It's a switch. That's why we call it activation, because you're switching on what your body already has. So now you go, okay, I've switched it on, but how else can I now get the rest of the system working? Now, NRF1 is your rebuilder. It's your electrician. It's what's going to come in and do the wiring of your building. What it's actually going to do is you're putting the foundations in place, and now you need an electrical system, and that's going to support you for that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but that there is going to turn your cells back on and switch them on. I now have the ability to put the fire out and start rebuilding from the ground up. These are your dual synergizer. This is what we put together. We do those together. But here is the gold standard product. So this is what we are now doing. Who here's heard of collagen? I mean, you would literally walk into the chemist warehouse and stand in the section over there and look at a whole lot of collagens and think, which one do I take? I'm going to tell you, you don't take any of them. Simply because they are full of fillers. They have 2 to 3 strains of collagen, and they don't get into the cells and do what they want to do. They need to do. Now, you're building a house, right? How do you build a house? You need framework. You need the structure. You need the support. Collagen is the structure. It is the framework of your new house. You are now going to put the foundation down, you know, when you see a house being built, they plan out the plumbing and the electrical work, right? Now in comes the builder and he's putting the framework up. What does that mean, Sonja? What I learned from this product is that collagen is in every cell of our body. This is a protein that is in your skin. People think, oh, glowing skin, collagen. Yes, that's the outside of the house. We put around, you know, the what do you call it? The skin of the house, right? So yes, the skin, but you're also your exterior walls. You're dealing with your joints and tendons, which are your hinges and movements and doors of the house. The gut lining, collagen rebuilds gut lining. That is your internal walls of your house. And then your hair and nails are the finishing features, the paint job. Okay, some of you love a good painted nail, don't you? And it's really hard. This is actually really interesting. I don't get fake nails or gel nails anymore because the collagen that we have allows my nails to grow naturally so that they don't break. So this is what this does, right? You can't put the roof on, which is the next thing I'm about to talk about, until you have the structures put in place. And this 10 strains of collagen is going to do the job. However, no one has what we have. No one. There is not a collagen on the market that turns back on your body's ability to make its own collagen. That's why I said don't even touch the ones in the chemist warehouse. Okay? go and support a friend who's got a business like us, right? Because these products are patented and they're supported by really good fundamental science. Another thing I learned just yesterday, which I've forgotten about, is there's so many fillers in so many of these products. This is marine-based collagen. The research has proven time and time again, marine-based collagen is far superior to bovine collagen simply because of its ability to enter the cells. And with the red quinoa that's in this in a juice form, nom nom nom. I call this Botox in a bottle, by the way. Shh, don't tell everyone that. But this is the one that's going to absolutely get the framework up. You know, when people go, you're simply glowing. Who here takes collagen and gets told, oh my gosh, you're glowing? That's like people coming around to your new house and going, oh my God, I love what you've done with the paintwork. Oh, this is just beautiful. What a marvelous job. You know, this is why I think this is the perfect analogy for this here is the collagen. So now you're really firing and wiring and you're thinking, this is so good. Okay, I'm feeling good. But now we're going to put the roof on and we're going to electrically wire everything and we're going to put in a modern sound system. Who's ever walked into someone's house and you're going, are they speakers in the roof? And you're hearing this great music and they've got these touch things on their fridges and you're going, oh my gosh, this whole house is just functioning optimally. I just have to get a remote out and everything works. And it's firing and wiring. I clap my hands and I'm on. That, my friends, is Axio. Axio is your nervous system brain support. This is the thing that's going to give you so much focus, so much clarity, and sustainable energy. Now, when Josie said to me, I want you to talk about Axio, I went, huh? All I know is it tastes really good and I feel really amazing when I'm on it. But I can tell you what I've learned about Axio this morning when I was studying. Ha ha ha. Did not also amazing for certain. We have used these two products in conjunction to work out and do some brain mapping and realize that you become hyper focused. So if you're an ADHD like me, which I don't like that term anymore, VAST is the word we use, you are going to find that this combination here is incredible. So what does Axio do? We've put the roof on, we've put the wiring in. Now you've got energy, you've got alertness, you've got clarity, you've got sustained energy, you've got a caffeinated version and a non-caffeinated version. Now, straight away, some of you are going to go, oh, caffeine, but it makes me jittery and it makes me buzzy. Not with our one, because it's green tea caffeinated. It's got B6, which is amazing for calming the nervous system. B6 and B12 are your happy vitamins, okay? And when you understand that a lot of people who come to me with B12 deficiency, and I can tell, I say to them, you're B12 deficient, I can tell. I say to them, don't even take B12, please. Go, none of these supplements are working. Get this in your body. And then build your focus and clarity with this. You can do a combination like that. You can do a combination like that, like that. But the best, most amazing option for me personally, where's my camera, is this all together. And what happens is now you have got a brand new home, a brand new build, and you have got a modern tech home that is doing everything. So all I just want to finish off with is stop throwing buckets at a fire you cannot put out. Put the fire out. You'll have a wee bit of a cry, my house is gone. But remember, just like Christchurch where I live, I'm in an earthquake city. Now everyone's moving here. Everyone's moving here because they go, wow, your city's really amazing, right? People from Auckland are coming down here. Put the fire out, rebuild, turn the lights back on, play the music you absolutely love, and dance the night away and have a house party. Because that's the kind of energy and you're going to have from this combination of products. So how did I go? Nobody has what we have. Ta-da! Go rebuild your home, people. Stop faffing around. Thanks.
It's me. Oh, I'm having such a good laugh. Such a real Kiwi way, right? It was such a great analogy. Wonderful. I'm that person just needs slides because I just can't talk off the cuff, so I love it. I'm going to talk about the financial side of it and how we can actually generate some income out of it. Now, my background, I used to be a financial planner way back in the day. Many people would come and see me and they need to get some insurances. And guess what happened? The health wasn't good because I knew quite a bit of things back then. And I said, do these things, go get them done, come back in 6 months. Totally something I'm not supposed to do as a financial planner. But anyway, they came back again. And then before I knew it, the health started getting back on track. And then we ended up getting the insurance put together. And that was it. So that's my finance world, my finance brain. Time and distance, fast forward now. I got a couple of autoimmune challenges. I thought, hold on, let me learn this a bit better. So I started learning it, moved from being a financial planner to working with people with autoimmune, got all the papers behind me. And then basically was introduced to this thing called activation. I was like, what is this stuff? And honestly, I love science. I'm a bit of a nerd. I hid away for like 4 or 5 days. I had a lot of clients I was working with, threw some slides together, looked at the science, and I said, you got to get in this stuff. Don't know why, but I know it's going to work. I have no story whatsoever, but the science made solid sense to me. Before I knew it, I ended up going to getting some one of the great travel perks of the company. And that's where I met Josie back then and everybody else that's here on the call. So I'm going to show you some numbers and figures. I'm going to go slowly because I've got Day in the background getting your hands to do this. Slow down, Phil. You speak too damn fast. I just like to say, just listen faster, yeah? So how we get paid, oh, hang on, I don't know how to use this thing. You can see that there. Give me a thumbs up full screen. Can you see it? Yeah, cool. Awesome. Okay. We've got a couple of ways to get paid, and it's pretty much the simplest thing you can look at it. Sharing activation is how you're going to essentially get paid. But a lot of people want to know, how are the numbers looking? So if you're going to be that person who likes to gather customers. Now, Sonja, she speaks to so many people. She's got heaps and heaps of customers, right? So let's break it down. It's based on SV. It's basically your volume. And then if you get 3 to 7 customers, you're going to get about 1,000 points roughly, but that relates to about 15% commission. And for your Aussie, it's about $210 a month. You can see the annual figure, and same with New Zealand. Now, what happens, you start speaking to more people, they start sharing it. Before you know it, sometimes your customers will end up becoming consultants. But as you get more customers, you're going to get more commission. You see it jumps from 15 to 20%. You start seeing the numbers increase. Now, when you start looking at this here, I mean, 600 or 500 bucks a month, man, that can pay your credit card. They can take you out for a nice dinner. You can start seeing how this is starting to get not just your health back on track, but also your wealth. As you gather more, you're getting 25% commissions, and you see how the numbers grow. If you get about 4,000 points, it's about 26 customers. And it's usually by default. And Sonja shared NRF2 and collagen. That's one of the most common packs that people get started with. And if you're getting that and you're getting so many customers, that there is very close to being a part-time income. Then you can say, see you later, the boss, and go do what you want to do. And this is the beauty of it here. And it doesn't stop there. If you want to have more customers, you just keep going and going and going. So you're sharing activation and getting rewarded at the same time. And this is the beauty of it here. You're doing something you love. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, many people don't like their jobs. So let's find a way to get out, right? What I love about here being a financial planner, when I looked at Life Vantage, I want to make sure this is not a private company, because a private company can hide everything. Their numbers, their financials, the whole thing. Being a publicly traded company, there's about 6,000 network marketing companies out there. There's only 8 that are publicly traded. It's a big thing why I looked at this here. So all the numbers are great, but let's just break it down nice and simply. These here is basically the numbers in US dollars. But let's say you got to consultant too. You're earning about $87 a month. That's pretty much going to get your NRF2 covered. So if you start thinking of it like, yeah, not just getting your health back on track, you slowly now building to get your wealth back on track. As you help more people, you start ranking up further, and now you get about $1,700 on average. That there is close to being a part-time income. This is where things start lighting up, because again, you shed with people and you start sharing some more. When you get to management consultant too, you're pretty much going to now be a full-time income. But it doesn't stop there. If you want to go work harder, help more people, because it's just a community that we have here, we're all uplifting each other. So you're going to start seeing this is a beauty here. You can start earning more money and helping lots of people. How far can I take this? Now, there's a lot of people that's called here. I mean, I had this to me, and they said, Phil, you're only making $500 a month to do this thing. Why are you wasting your time and energy? It's like, oh, yeah, just hold on a second. Let me show you. It's way more than that. So if you take 500 times by 12, so it's $6,000, right? So what does that equate to? Having a big lump sum of cash in the bank. You divide it by 5%. Simple terms, it's like having 120 grand sit in the bank and you're earning $500 a month. Now, I've had people say to me, Phil, we're only getting a return of about 2.5%. I said, that's even better. That means I've got double it up. I've got 240,000 in the bank. So either way, this is just a basic understanding. If you want to earn 5,000, same thing equates. You want to earn 10,000, same thing equates. So think about this. If this took you 10 years to get to earning 10 grand a month, where can you save $2.4 million over 10 years? That's like 10 grand a month. I haven't seen this anywhere. This is the understanding what leverage income is. So active income is you go to work, you get paid, you do the job, come home. When that stops, the income stops. Here, you're working hard today and you're getting paid ongoing. But remember, this doesn't happen overnight. There's not a quick get rich thing. It's called consistency and persistency. What about timing? This is a big deal. The wellness industry right now is booming. Everybody wants to look better, feel better, do more, and what have you. But then as they are starting to now live longer, we now have another problem. We're all about longevity. We start running out of money. We started seeing people have more months than money. Put a one in the chat if that's you, or know somebody. We're seeing a lot of people, they go, oh, it's the 25th. Oh, I've got 5 more days. What am I going to do? So people are looking for different things all the time to make money. This is where we can actually help. And what I love about the industry, the direct selling industry is massive. And in simple terms, many people want to start something, but they haven't got the capital to get something started. I mean, think about these massive franchises out there. They cost a fortune to get here. We are basically got micro franchises. Micro means a small entry level, but honestly, we have a movement that's going to be macro, and it's happening. Hence why this is a booming, the timing is perfect. Starting any business, you want to have someone to hold your hand because it's scary sometimes, right? That's why many people have a massive fear. I can't do this, it's too hard. The beautiful thing is we've got all these apps, support systems, we've got the community, we've got various other people doing presentations like this here, we've got calendars to give you the access to what you need, and you've got a whole back office support. But most important thing here, you're earning and learning at the same time. That's the beauty of the support system. There's pretty much 2 ways to get started. You can become a customer, get the retail price, which is great, but I'd rather get it on subscription. Why? Because it's going to cost me less, because they see that you're committed to your health. And remember, if you get started on activators, don't take it for 1 month. You've got to take it for longer, because how long did it take you to get there, right? It doesn't happen overnight. If you're looking for quick get rich, that sort of thing, it's not going to happen with your health. You've got to be consistent. But in saying that, when I got started, my body responded quickly. My partner, Dana, took her nearly 7-8 months. And she goes, this doesn't work. I said, just slow down, sweetheart. It's going to happen. And that was the key. So bear in mind, this is not going to happen overnight. Or you want to be a consultant. And what I love about being a consultant, yes, you've got the back office support, you can make some money, but there's these travels and perks. I got to Croatia in the first 11 months when I started this business because I really got excited and shared with people. Start seeing more people. And I love doing the perks. And that's the beauty. You can do this business anywhere. It's online. I'm sitting in the jungle of Bali working. Here we go. So, right? You can do it anywhere. But when it comes to getting started on the packs, there's a couple of options here. I always like to say always start here as your foundation of your house. Just like Sonja said, this is the way you need to go. A lot of people don't see the foundation, but they know it needs to be there. If it's not solid, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. You've got to build on a solid ground. The most common pack, like I mentioned before, is the better one here, the Healthy Glow Stack, with you can looking at collagen and NRF2. Again, depending which market you're in, if you're in a different country, the prices are going to vary. Or you're going to look at it here and go, you know what? I see this as an awesome business. Now, as a financial planner, I've seen people who start a traditional business, and my gosh, the amount of capital you got to put out there, the back office support, staff, rent, insurance, all these things, compliance, health and safety, good luck on that. We've got everything done for us in the business in a box. And the beautiful thing is you're getting a touch of all the products here. So when you start getting activated, because it takes a bit of time, you're going to start sharing with different people and you've got different products. So the experience is all going to be various for everybody else. So it's kind of cool. I always say to people, pick one which makes sense to you, because don't do the one that's going to cost you a fortune. You can't do it. Why? Because now you're putting oxidative stress in your bank account. That doesn't make any sense at all. Fit in where it fits with you and build from there going up, right? Partner with us. And the reason why I say this, number one, we're publicly traded. That's a huge, huge deal. And I always get a bit cheeky when I say this. It's like, if you know what Wall Street is, there's all the big markets are, right? If you're a private company, it's like walking down Wall Street and you're naked and you're covering your bits. No one can see anything. If you're a public company, they can see you everywhere. That's it. No, you can't hide, right? We're a compensation plan that works. We've got the patents. We do other presentations where we talk about the patents. They're solid. And when you've got a patent on something, it means what it does is what it does. Pretty simple. We're part of the DSA, which we have to be. We've got proven growth, and we've just had a new CEO coming now. There's new energy. Everyone's excited. It's a perfect time having this talk today. We've got a global presence. We're moving into more and more markets at the moment. We're going to Portugal. We've just recently come into one of the other countries I can't remember right now. But what I love about this, all the meetings we've gone to with corporate, because we're purpose-driven. I remember when in Croatia, we had this session. We all had to stand in a line. We all had these little, I suppose, stations we were working. And we're putting together all these boxes and care packages for the people who are affected by the war. And we do that every time when you go to, and we've got an event happening right now in Las Vegas, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing. So we got a company that's solid on all aspects. The next steps, I like to keep it like this. There's really 3 options. You want to see the business and the product, get started. You want to be a customer, get started. If you're not interested, that's also cool. We appreciate you guys listening here. Either way, get back to the person who invited you here. Pick a pack that makes sense for you financially and your health side as well, and get launched and get started. So get your health back on track, and welcome to Life Vantage. And I appreciate you guys listening to me.
Thank you so much for that, Phil and Sonja. What a great presentation. So I just want to close by saying that the health and wellness movement is happening, top to bottom of the world, everything. People are looking at getting healthier. A lot of people are over 60s. That's a booming industry. But also with AI, a lot of jobs are shifting and people are losing their work and everything. So having a second income stream is a good idea. And so with our new CEO, this is the time to come on board and build with less than $1,000 to start a global business and use those products that Sonja talked about. It's really no brainer. So thank you, everyone, and welcome to Life Vantage.